shloka where he talks about he's the source of all material and spiritual world. Everything emanates from him. And people who understand it worship him, and the Lord will show the path towards him. That's a benefit of following him. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for sharing the details. Yes, that's an important chapter where we saw about the Chatushloki of Bhagavad Gita, where within the 4 verse, Supreme Lord would have given the important details revealed about himself there, and also he also revealed about the Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. Like we saw, Sambandha is Krishna Sambandha, Bhakti, Abhideya, and Prema Prayojana. Like if we follow, this is the 3 aspects that our movement is aspiring for. We have to know how are we connected to the Supreme Lord and what is the destination. And it's Prema Prayojana, and how do we go about this process, which is Bhakti Prayojana. And we also saw, and Arjuna also wanted to know about the when Krishna spoke about this, he is Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Matta Sarva Pravartate. When he spoke about it, he said, I'm everything, I'm the cause and also the effect. When he said anything, Arjuna wanted to know more about opulences of Supreme Lord, and he asked Krishna to talk about it. So we saw many vibhutis. That is why the chapter 10 is called as Vibhuti Yoga. So we saw many vibhutis, opulence of the Supreme Lord. So now there is some connection from chapter 10 to chapter 11. So let's see what it is all about. So like said, chapter 11. Okay, I think I missed Mangala Charan. So let's start class with Mangala Charan. Sorry. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshuruन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददान्ति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सगगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरात्विषे नमः नमो ब्राह्मणदेवाय गो ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्हिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारणं परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओं तत्सत् हरे कृष्ण. Proceeding further, let's seek blessing from Shri Radha Govinda of ISKCON Mangalore so that we understand this chapter in right context and in right mode. Let us pay our obeisances before we proceed further with the understanding. So this is what we just recap. So Krishna's position as the origin of everything. And we saw Chatushloka and Arjuna's acceptance and his request. Request for what? To see to know more about the opulences of Krishna. It's what we learned in chapter 10. Proceeding to chapter 11, chapter 10 concludes with a verse which, what do you want to know more about me, Arjuna? Krishna said, with just a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support the entire universe. Arjuna wishes to see that all-pervasive form of the Lord. So, chapter 10 concluded with this verse. So, Arjuna is now going to ask more about that asking more about elaboration of it. Although Krishna is driving Arjuna's chariot, he pervades and supports the entire universe. Arjuna therefore wishes to see the Krishna's all-pervading form. Arjuna requests Krishna to reveal his universal form. So that is what this 11th chapter is all about. So there are multiple sections. Let's go one by one. And first section is about Arjuna's request and Krishna's description of his universal form. What is Arjuna's request? Arjuna uvacha badanugrahaya paramam guhyamadhyatma samhitam yatvayuktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Arjuna said, I have heard your instruction on confidential spiritual matters which you have so kindly delivered unto me, and my illusion is now dispelled. So this is in connection. We have to still remember the flow of thought. Like Acharyas have described, like when Vyasadeva wrote Mahabharata, he segregated the Bhagavad Gita into various chapters based on the theme. Okay, if there is going to be a shift in the theme, then he split it. Krishna, when he was speaking to Arjuna, he did not say, okay, if now chapter 10 is completed, chapter 11 is going to start. So there was not like that when they were having a conversation. So the previous conversation, discussion between Krishna and Arjuna was Krishna saying that with a single fragment of myself, I pervade entire universe. And now Arjuna is continuing further. What is Arjuna saying? Madanugrahaya paramam. Guhyamatmya. Thank you so much for kindly giving me this Guhyam Adhyatma. Guhyam is this confidential knowledge. What is this? He spoke about the Chatushloki and he also spoke about the opulences. Okay. So not to everyone, because we already saw that only to non-envious person and who is a bhakta, only to that person Krishna will reveal. He will not reveal to every person. So Arjuna was the chosen person to give this knowledge. And what is Arjuna saying? Moham vigato mama. Mohoyam vigato mama. So now my illusion has been dispelled. It's now, we should not think that Arjuna had an illusion. Arjuna is just representing us. Okay, so we are not having the conversation. So we should, after understanding that opulences, after understanding the Chatushloki, it's like even our illusion should have been dispelled. Because what did Krishna say? Like once if we take in the Chatushloki, if we take the process of bhakti, if we do our devotional service, then residing in our heart, he will dispel the darkness and give the light, right? So similarly, in that, we have to think in those lines. So my illusion is now dispelled, Arjuna is saying. So by hearing everything that Krishna has said, Arjuna's illusion is removed. So the concept of hearing is stressed again. Okay, this is the most confidential knowledge. All illusion is dispelled. What is the illusion dispelled? That as a result of that, Krishna, now Arjuna and everybody who is reading it can understand Krishna's supremacy over all is revealed. And now chapter 11 is going to talk about Krishna as the cause of all cause. What is the cause of all? What is the cause? Material nature. He is the cause of living entities, demigods, incarnation, Mahavishnu. Now Krishna is going to talk about it. Now he is going to exhibit like visual. And so now you can see like chapter 10 was like a theory class to Arjuna. Like I am this, I am that, I am this, I am, say for example, of all the mountains, I am Meru, of all the horse, I am the Ayashvara. So Krishna was saying of all this Naga, of all the serpents, I am this, I am that, correct? So that was a theory class that was given in chapter 10. Now chapter 11, Krishna is going to exhibit it practically. And how is this illusion dispelled? Arjuna recognized that by the power of Krishna's grace by which the illusion is displayed. It's only through the mercy and the power of Krishna. We can only request Krishna. We can't give orders. So, but Krishna is now going to, only Krishna has the power to dispel this darkness. Nobody has that right. So what illusion is dispelled? That Krishna is an ordinary friend or a human being. So what is the illusion which Arjuna had after seeing this? When previously Arjuna was thinking Krishna has his friend or as a normal human being. But now, after hearing the opulence, after hearing the Chatushtaki, what Arjuna said, my illusion, like I was thinking you as an ordinary person, but now I understand. Okay, so we have Acharya says this, like Arjuna is saying, but it's not like Arjuna really saying. Arjuna is an eternal associate. Okay, he is just representing us, the common man. So if Arjuna is saying, I am having illusion, we have to put ourselves in Arjuna's shoes. And we will see further. Why, if Arjuna knows everything, then why is Arjuna wanted to see the universal form? That we will see in the upcoming verses. And what is Arjuna saying? Oh, lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity, as realized through your inexhaustible glories. O greatest of all personalities, O supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, I yet wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. So, Arjuna, wanting to see that. How did you said by a single fragment of yourself, you pervade in the entire universe, right? I wanted to see that. And Arjuna is also adding a note, if you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of mystic power, Yogeshwara, then kindly show me that universal self. So that is why this chapter is called as universal form, because Arjuna is wanting to see that universal form, how the Supreme Lord is pervading the entire universe. Okay, and here Arjuna asking it, what is he saying? If you think that I am able to hold that cosmic form, Arjuna is not demanding. He is requesting. If you think that I'm capable of visualizing, if I'm able to hold that vision, then you show me. Okay, that's why whatever we do, even though we have so many wishes, what do we do? How do we say? Like, if Krishna willing, okay, if Krishna wishes, we can only there are three doers, right? If you remember the chapter 5, there are three doers. Who are the three doers? Anybody remember?
Vikarma and akarma and karma.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. They are activities. Vikarma, akarma, and karma. Karma is fruitive activities. For every activity which we will get some fruitive results. Vikarma is going against the scriptural instruction. Akarma is doing activity, but as a service for the Supreme God. So karma is mostly related to activity. But three doers are, when we saw three doers, we saw it is a soul, super soul, and the material nature. So what does the soul do? Soul can only make a wish. Okay, he can only have the desire. Okay, and the desire is granted by whom? Based on my karma, based on my credits. Who grants? Okay, say for example, I want to lift this hand like this. I can only wish, because many times, like even if I want to move, I would get a leg cramps. Then I won't be able to move. Okay. So I would like to move. I have a desire to move, but for some reasons, something is stopping me. So who is going to grant those wishes? It's the Supreme Lord. And how this my wish or the desire is getting satisfied? Through material nature. That's why we have three doers. So soul will have a desire. Based on the karma, Supreme Lord will either bestow or deny that desire, and this action will be carried out by the material nature. So coming back to here, we can only make a desire. Okay, I would like to do this, but who is the grantor, who is going to grant our wishes? It's going to be the Supreme Lord. So that's why Arjuna, even though he is a very close friend, even though he is a great devotee, even though he is an eternal associate, just see the mood of Arjuna. If you think that I am able to behold, it shows his humility. That such a great person is exhibiting humility. So what do we, Acharya says, what do we learn from it? Even we should try to, though we can't imitate Arjuna, but we should at least try to learn in that path. In the sense, like, we can't go and demand Krishna, I want this, satisfy my wish. I want to have, maybe I want to have a promotion, I want to have this, that. And if it is not granted, then we will go and fight with the Lord. No, that is not the right mentality. So we can only make a wish, and if Krishna willing, that will be satisfied. So what does this Arjuna's express about? Arjuna expressed his desire to see the universal form. Why? To establish Krishna divinity for all. You would have heard even in level 1, right? See, nowadays in this Kali Yuga, every person, almost everybody in pick 2 streets down there, everybody tries to say that they are the God, and there will be something happening there, happening over there. Like they will do some tricks, some magic, and then they will bring you lemon, some dust, something, and they will say, I am the God. Whatever you want, you come and ask me, I will grant you. So in order to give a good education to the public who is going to come in the forthcoming generations, Arjuna wants to establish the divinity of Krishna so that other peoples are not confused. So if at all, if somebody is asking them, proclaiming them that they are the Supreme Lord, we can easily ask them, oh, you are the Supreme Lord, then show your universal form. Because it has already been given. The Lord is pervading through a single fragment on the entire universe. So if we ever have a doubt, so we can tell, Krishna has already exhibited. And now we are going to see who are all the people who witnessed this universal form. It is not that Krishna gave this vision only to Arjuna so that other people will say, oh, we did not see. No, not like that. So if at all, anyone proclaims themselves that they are the God, then we can go and ask them, where is it? Then show me your universal form. To convince other, although he does not have any personal desire, is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form as Krishna. Okay, so Arjuna is very happy. He is already having association with Krishna. Okay, he is already having some relationship with Krishna, relationship as a friend. Okay, when we go to next level, when we are reading Nectar of Devotion, Srila Rupa Goswami would have elaborated what are all the relationship that one can establish with the Supreme Lord. How many types of relationship are there? There are basic 5 types of relationship. There are primary 5 relationship, and there are secondary 7 relationship. 5 is Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. Okay, these are 5 basic relationship, and there are 7. So Arjuna is already established in one of the primary relationship, and he is seeing the Supreme Lord with 2-handed form. Okay, he does not have to substantiate, or he does not need any more proof to prove that Krishna is a Supreme Lord. But still, Arjuna wanted to show to the entire world who is going to ask these questions down the lane to clarify all these things. Arjuna wants Krishna's to show this universal form. Okay, to avoid imposters, like I said, like we discussed few minutes back. Nowadays, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, they proclaim themselves as the God, and they want followers, and they want everybody to lie flat on seeing them. No, that is not the right way. They are just cheating. That's what Prabhupada would have said. These are all the cheating people. So if at all somebody proclaims themselves as a God, we should ask them, show me your universal form. And Arjuna wants to substantiate Krishna's statement that Krishna, not only theoretically, but philosophically, and actually shows his form. Like I said, in the previous chapter, Krishna gave theory classes. Now, in 11th chapter, Krishna is going to exhibit practically. Okay. Arjuna pleads and does not order to see, like we discussed, it shows Arjuna's humility, qualification to see Lord form only by revelation, by the mercy of Lord. Not possible by mental speculation or perception by material senses. Lord is addressed as Yogeshwara, okay, master of all mystic powers. So we can only request, we can't demand, okay. Even in material world, right? You could have seen some, even say in any professional or any other work, how far we can go and demand others to do the work done, okay? Maybe initially 1 or 2 times they will acknowledge and they will do it. And if we are repeating it 3rd or 4th, more than that, then they'll get tired. They said, just go. Nobody, even if we have to get things done, we have to ask politely, regardless of whether they are in higher position to us or in a lower position. No, in nowadays, who is ready to take any orders? We can only request. So if that is the case, even with this material people, then think about the Supreme Lord. We can't go and order the Supreme Lord. We can only request. If Krishna willing, then he will bestow us what is best for us. The Lord said, my dear Arjuna, behold now my opulence, hundreds and thousands of varied divine forms, multicolored like the sea. Oh, the best of Bharatas, see here the different manifestation of Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini, Kumaras, and all other demigod. Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of before. So, from this verse, what we can understand is, okay, Krishna is now agreed to show the universal form. Okay, behold my opulence. Okay, see my opulences, hundreds and thousands divine forms. So Krishna is already exhibiting. See, Arjuna, see, I'm showing different Adityas, Vasus, Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, other demigods. You see wonderful things. But what is happening? Arjuna is still like not able to see, just like the way if I'm having an impaired vision, right? So even though if something is happening, unless I wear my glasses, I will not be able to see it correctly. So Arjuna is also just looking. He is not able to see. Let's see why. Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. This universal form can show you all that you now desire, as well as whatever you may desire in the future. See, this is the key. So Krishna is saying, okay, whatever you want to see, like whatever I gave details in the previous chapter, you can go see that. And whatever is going to happen in the future, even that you will be able to see. Everything is here completely. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you a divine eyes by which you can behold my mystic opulence. So actually in these 3 verses, Krishna is showing the universal form, but Arjuna is not able to see because he does not have that Divya Chakshu. Like Krishna is going to give a divine power. Not everybody can see it. Only like Krishna willing, and it has to be with some, they have to have a divine eyes, like Divya Chakshu, so different eyes. Okay, vision, not the eyes, not the physical eyeball or something. It have to have a vision. Okay, and only through that they will be able to see. Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogam aishwaram. So like I said, Krishna saying you cannot see with the normal eyes. You need we need a special glass to see the 3D film, right? If we just see with our ordinary eyes, we won't be able to see the realistic view. Everything will be blurred. We need the 3D glasses. Similarly, Krishna is going to give a superior vision so that Arjuna is able to see. Okay. Lord Krishna responds by offering to show Arjuna his opulence. He shows a variegated form, vision of wonderful form, and which nobody has ever seen or heard of. And here Krishna is going to show the entire universe. And like Krishna said, he is going to show past, present, and also future. And to see everything, Arjuna needs a divine eye. Okay. Now, this is the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. Now the focus is moving back to Sanjaya, where if we remember the chapter 1, Sanjaya is the one who is relating what is happening in the battlefield to Dhritarashtra. So Sanjaya, now the focus is back to Sanjaya. And Acharya says, why is now Sanjaya is going to explain this universal form to Dhritarashtra. And the significance of this is, not only Arjuna, Krishna did not show this universal form only to Arjuna, so that nobody tomorrow can claim that, oh, he showed only to Arjuna, Arjuna being his best friend and also a devotee, he would do anything to prove that his friend is the best. So maybe Arjuna came up with some theory, and maybe Krishna did not show at all. So to avoid that, it is like another person perspective is also being represented here. Like, say, if we want to get a movie review, right? We just don't go by just one review. Maybe we see multiple review and then consolidate it, so that we also get the clarity and we also get an affirmation. Yes, whatever they say is right. So similarly, the Lord is also orchestrating in such a way that not only Arjuna, even Sanjaya is able to see the universal form, which means not one, many people are able to see, but those people are all devotees. Just like that, nobody can see. And the other thing is, this is not the first time Krishna has revealed the universal form. He has also revealed the universal form to actually 3 more people, and 2 are more prominent. Does anybody know to whom Krishna also showed this universal form? One was to Mother Yashoda, when Mother Yashoda asked to open Lord Krishna in that in the Murdapaksha Leela. If you remember, Krishna ate that mud, and Lord Balram complained, and Mother Yashoda want to see what is really in Krishna's mouth. Just give me a second. Sorry. So Krishna also showed that universal form to Mother Yashoda, but Mother Yashoda was having a Vatsalya Bhav, loving nature. So it was really not, the Vatsalya nature was overpowering this universal thing. So she did not really worry about it. Okay. And to other person whom Krishna showed this universal form was to Duryodhana. Duryodhana, when Krishna came for the peace treaty, Duryodhana was not relenting, and he was not speaking favorably. So towards the end, Krishna has to show the universal form. Krishna says, do you know who I am? You know to whom you are talking to. Okay. And Krishna showed this universal form. But Duryodhana was so fallen that he did not understand Krishna is a supreme personality of Godhead. He thought he is just some normal human being who is having some magical powers and now trying to threaten Duryodhana. That was his thought process, because he was not able to relate that Krishna really showed the universal form to Duryodhana, and Krishna is a supreme Lord. That is how non-devotee can perceive only that. Only a devotee can understand better. Okay, so this is not the first time Krishna is showing the universal form. Even he has exhibited it others. But what he is now showing to Arjuna is little different, which we will see further the verse reveal itself. Okay, now Sanjaya is going to explain this universal form to Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya Uvacha Evamuktva tata Rajan Mahayogeshwaro Harihi Darshayamasa Partaya Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. O King, speaking thus, the Supreme Lord of all mystic powers, personality of Godhead, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. So now Krishna displayed the universal form to Arjuna. Okay, Arjuna saw in that universal form unlimited mouth, unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. The form was decorated with divine dazzling ornaments and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously, and there were many scents smeared over his body. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. This was seen by Arjuna. So what Arjuna saw was multiple. It was really a vision which he couldn't comprehend in his eyes. So it was universal form. It was like so many mouths, so many ears, so many ornaments, and it was just too much. Okay. And if hundreds and thousands of suns rose up at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgence of Supreme Person in that universal form. And it was so effulgent, as if hundreds and thousands of suns rose up. So the vision was so glaring. At that time, Arjuna could see universal form of the Lord, the unlimited expansion of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Okay. What Arjuna is saying, feeling here is, he is able to see whom? He is able to see right from the topmost planet, from the Brahmaloka, like he was able to see Brahma, Shiva, he was able to see demigods, he was able to see Naga, Sarpa. And if we put together, so Brahmaloka is the topmost planet, and then comes the Rishis, okay? They are in Tapaloka, Maharloka, and further down, then it is Devaloka, Swargaloka, and then Bhumandala, and then down the earth, there are 7 more planetary systems, and the bottom of it, it is having the snakes. Okay, Arjuna is able to see everything, where sitting in one place. If somebody has to see all this in one mission, they have to travel back and forth, and even then they won't be able to see everything together, right? But Krishna gave this superior vision so that Arjuna is able to see this. Okay. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on the earth end like Roma Harshana, Arjuna began to pray with folded hands, offering obeisances to Supreme Lord. Okay. On seeing it, Arjuna started to pray. And like I said, okay. Until now, what did we see? That Arjuna is exhibiting the Dasya Rasa. So there are in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, that is the nectar of devotion, we would see more elaborately that there is primary 5 rasas and secondary 7 rasas. What are this? Shanta Dasya Sakya Vatsalya Madhurya Rasa Nama Krishna Bhakta Rasa Madhye E Pancha Pradhana. The chief transcendental mellows experienced with the Supreme Personality of God are 5. Shanta Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. So Shanta is neutral, Dasya is servitor, like servant master. Sakya is friendship. Vatsalya is parental love. Madhurya is conjugal love. Okay, and there is a secondary, which is Hasya, Adbhuta, Veera, Karuna, Raudra, Bibhatsa, Bhaya, Panchavida, Bhakte, Gauna Sapta, Rasa, Haya. In addition to the 5 direct mellows, there are 7 indirect mellows. That's called as a secondary rasas, known as laughter, wonder, chivalry, compassion, anger, disaster, and fear. Okay, now Arjuna, until this time, if you see even in chapter 9, everywhere Krishna would have said, you are my friend, you are my devotee, so I'm showing this. So Arjuna was exhibiting what? Sakya Rasa, which is primary rasa. Now on seeing this universal form, now Arjuna is going to exhibit some fearfulness. So now there is going to be a shift in rasa. Okay, and even within the primary rasa, there is a gradation. Okay, it starts from Shanta. From Shanta, it goes up in the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4. So base is Shanta, and then the topmost is Madhurya. So currently, Arjuna is exhibiting what? The friendship, Sakya rasa. Okay, and now we are going to see what is Arjuna going to exhibit further. Arjuna speaks his realization of the universal form. Until now, what we saw, Sanjaya is telecasting what Krishna is showing and what is Arjuna doing. Now the focus is back to battlefield, where Arjuna is going to have conversation with the Lord. I see assembled together in your body all the demigods, various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower as well as Lord Shiva and many sages and divine serpents. Like I said, he was able to see from topmost planet to the bottom. O Lord of Universe, I see in your universal form, universal body, many, many forms, bellies, mouths, eyes, expanded without limit, unlimited. There is no limit. See, through the picture, we can only depict so many things, okay? But what Arjuna is experiencing is unlimited. There are unlimited forms, unlimited mouths, unlimited. It is all going forever. Your form, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs, is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, which is fiery and immeasurable like sun. It is so effulgent. The vision itself is it's just imagine that all of a sudden we are shown some very, very bright light, how it will be, right? And just standing in front of a sun, can we see one sun? Even to see this sun, we find it very difficult. So just imagine how if hundreds and thousands of suns are arrows in the sky, it will be even more difficult to see. You are the supreme primal object. You are the best in all universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of religion and eternal personality of Godhead. So Arjuna is now, it's now acknowledging the fact what Krishna told, like he said, Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, I am the eternal, I am this, I am that, right? Now, after seeing this universal form, Arjuna is acknowledging, like giving the rubber stamp. Yes, you are the maintainer, you are eternal, you are everything, you are the oldest. Okay, that's what Arjuna is doing. Now, Arjuna is reconfirming because now he saw that practically demonstration happening here. So you are the origin without beginning, middle, and end. You have numberless arms, like countless arms. Sun, moon are among your great unlimited eyes. By your radiance, you are heating this entire universe. So Arjuna is now explaining what he is seeing visually. So Arjuna is trying to reinstate the fact which Krishna has told in the previous chapter, that you are eternal, you are origin, you are supreme, you are maintainer, everything. Arjuna is able to tell it. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and the planet and all space between. O great one, as I behold this terrible form, I see that all the planetary systems are perplexed. And what is Arjuna saying? So as I see, now we get another key point, like what Arjuna is saying, all the planetary systems are perplexed, which means it's not only Arjuna who is seeing this universal form. People who are residing in other planetary systems, they are also able to see. So what does it prove? It's not only just Arjuna. Everybody, the Krishna has given this divine chakshu for everybody. That's why acharyas say that it is not something secret which is revealed only to Arjuna. This instate that even others were able to see, which proves that Krishna is the supreme. Okay, others are able to see. And what are they doing after seeing this? All demigods are surrendering and entering into you. They are very much afraid. With folded hands, they are singing the Vedic hymns. All the various manifestations of Lord Shiva, Adityas, Vasu, Sadhyas, Vishvedas, and the two Ashvis, the Maruts, forefathers, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, and the perfect demigods are beholding you in wonder. So everybody is now looking at you in wonder. O mighty armed one, all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your many faces, eyes, arms, bellies, and legs, your terrible teeth, and they are disturbed. So am I. So what is Arjuna saying? Not only me, Krishna, everybody, whoever is having this vision, whoever is able to see this vision, everybody is terrified by seeing this unlimited mouth, unlimited eyes, unlimited forms. Everything is unlimited. So just imagine yourself, like, say we are watching some science fiction movie, and then all the characters are appearing inside that TV, and supposingly that characters comes out and start troubling people around you, what will you do? And if you have a remote, you can't even stop that because it is way beyond the control. So that is how the Arjuna position is. He thought he will just have a vision of this universal form, but what's happening now is it's inconceivable. He's not able to digest the fact that it is so unlimited, and it's having a gora roop. Like, see the teeth. We will see in further verses also what is happening with the other people. So Arjuna is having all these vision and he's not able to take it. Okay, he is like very calm and peaceful. He thought it's just going to be simple, but what he's seeing is different. Oh, pervading Vishnu, I can no longer maintain my equilibrium. Seeing your radiant colors fill with skies and beholding your eyes and mouth, I am afraid. So now Arjuna is exhibiting the fear. Okay, I am afraid. I can't take it anymore. So all the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their elite kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, all our soldiers are rushing into your mouths. Their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. Like we saw in previous, Krishna was also having a fearful teeth. So Arjuna is saying, I see that some are being crushed between your teeth as well. So what is Arjuna seeing now? So if you see here, not only the form, now Krishna is showing one, like Krishna said in verse 3, 4, right? Behold, Arjuna, you will be able to see the past, present, and future. Until now, it passed, like what is reality Krishna was showing. And now, what is Krishna showing? He's showing the future. Future of what? The sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their elite kings and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, everybody is rushing to your mouth. So he's seeing the future. Okay, what does it mean? Krishna, Acharya says that Krishna is trying to tell here, this is what the future is, Arjuna. So don't worry. If you remember Bhagavad Gita, it all started with Arjuna saying that I don't want to fight. I don't want to be the reason. I don't want to go to hell. If you remember all those 5 reasons when Arjuna said, I don't want to fight, right? This was one of the reasons. I don't want to be the sinful person and then going to suffer for my action. I don't want to be the cause of killing my family members. But Krishna, what is he now showing? Don't worry, Arjuna. You see, this is what is going to happen. So Krishna is saying it's a future. As the rivers flow into the sea, so all the great warriors enter your blazing mouths and perish. Okay, so just like the river is going, finally the river all go and then merge with the ocean, right? So similarly, everybody is gushing towards the mouth of Supreme Lord. I see all people rushing full speed into your mouth as moths dash to destruction in the blazing fire. Okay, so if you see here in the previous verse, Arjuna would have said the Bhishma, Drona, Dhritarashtra, all the sons of Dhritarashtra are going into the ears. Acharyas gives an analogy. I mean, they add more thoughts to it when comparing to the rivers or the ocean. Say, for example, if it is a small fly, okay, small fly gets burnt into the fire, what will happen? Its body will be destroyed and it will be like, it turns nowhere. Okay, but at the same time, if the rivers flow into the sea, what will happen? Now they will all merge with the sea and they are going to add more nutrients, like there is going to be a lot of sea animals, right? So it will definitely, additional water is also going to be helpful for them because that water will have additional nutrients, correct? So Acharyas is comparing this fly who is merging with the fire to the sons of Dhritarashtra. So what does that mean? Just like the way the fly go and disappear, the sons of Dhritarashtra, say for example, Duryodhana going and gushing towards this blazeful fire entering the mouth of Supreme Lord, what is it going to happen? It is not going to have any impact because he is spiritually devoid of any knowledge. Okay, he does not have any knowledge. The body will be destroyed. Anyway, the body will be destroyed, but because he did not have any spiritual knowledge, he is going to suffer. He will be gone, like the fly which enters the fire, they will just go away, vanish. But what will happen for the rivers that flow into the sea? They are comparing to great devotees like Bhishma and Drona. So what will happen? Even though the Bhishma and the devotee Drona, they are going to enter into this mouth, Acharya says maybe the body will be destroyed, but because they are devotee, the soul will reach the better destination because they are entering, they are reaching the final destination of going to with the Supreme Lord. So just like the way these rivers, when they go and merge with the sea, they are going to add additional nutrients. Similarly, Bhishma, they will not be worried about it because they know that the body is not eternal and it is their soul which is eternal. And now soul is taking the rightful need to go and surrender to the Supreme Lord. So Acharyas give this analogy. So just thought of sharing. Okay. So, O Vishnu, I see you are devouring all people from all sides with your flaming mouths, covering all the universe with your effulgence. You are manifest with terrible scorching rays. O Lord of Lords, so fierce of form, please tell me who you are. I offer my obeisances to you. Please be gracious to me. You are the primeval Lord. I want to know about you, for I do not know what your mission is. After seeing all these things, now Arjuna is asking for clarity. I'm confused. I thought you are my friend. You are a human being. I thought you are what I have perceived so far. But after seeing this, I'm having some doubts. I need clarity. I need more details from you. Who are you? Please tell me who you are and what is your mission? Why are you doing like this? So Arjuna wants more clarity. We still have to remember Arjuna is asking question on behalf of us. People like us who is going to come after 5,000 years, we will also have doubts. So Arjuna is representing us and then asking these questions. So Arjuna asks, who are you and what is your mission? And why does Arjuna ask? Arjuna knew Krishna as his friend and supreme personality of Godhead, but he was puzzled by various forms exhibited by Krishna. Though Arjuna knows that Krishna is his friend, okay, and he has an idea. He is already having a Dasya relationship with Krishna, but he was still puzzled why Krishna is showing this universal form with ghastly view. Okay, Krishna is going to explain. He's saying, Kalosmi loka shayakrit pravritto. Okay, so what is Kalosmi? Kalosmi means time. I am the time, the destroyer of the worlds, and I have come to engage all people with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. So what is Krishna saying? I am the time. So this is the special vision which Krishna has provided to Arjuna. Nobody, even when Krishna showed this universal form to Mother Yashoda or Duryodhana, the time factor was not shown. But what did Krishna say when he started this chapter? I'm going to show you past, present, and future. So which means Krishna is saying what is going to happen in the future. And Krishna is saying, I am the time. He says, Kalosmi lokashayakrit pravritto lokan saman hartu miha pravrittaha itte pitvam na bhavishyanti sarve he anikeshu yodhyaha. So Krishna is saying, behold, see this, except for you, everybody is going to get slain. So don't worry, Arjuna. This is just to reiterate the fact when Arjuna had the doubt, I don't want to be the reason. What Krishna is saying, even if you like, or even if you don't like, even if you are willing or not willing to fight the war, these Kauravas are already being destroyed. Okay, and I'm that. How are they going to destroy? In the form of time. I'm that time. Okay, when we read Bhagavatam, we will know more in Canto 3 and chapter 9, 10, around that. Krishna would have, they would have been elaborately described about this time factor. Okay, so Krishna is that time. So that's what they say. Many people complain, like, just to bring it to relate to what our day-to-day thing. Many people complain that I don't have time to do the devotional service. I don't have just one round of chanting. Doing, like, previously we would have never done chanting, but now doing one round of chanting would take us a lot of time. We feel that we are spending more than half an hour. It's like dedicating 10 minutes. It is going to take not more than 10 minutes, but still, initially, to take it up, that would have been a very difficult job for us. So what Acharya says, Krishna here, he is saying here the time, okay, which means Krishna has the ability, Krishna has the power to either expand or shorten the time, okay. Bhagavatam says that whoever is not taking to devotional service, whoever is not doing any devotional service, for them, the rising and the setting of the sun is going to diminish their lifespan. Because, see, once the sun rises, you have a day, you can do anything in that. Once the sun set, okay, that is over. You can never get back to that day, which means my lifespan, I am supposed to live only so many number of years or number of days, or like they say, number of breaths, which means I have already lost that capability. If I have not spent between sunrise to sunset, if I have not spent any worthful time in doing the devotional service, okay, if I have not done, then it is just a waste. I'm just reducing my lifespan. So Bhagavatam says, if you take it up, but for those devotees who do this devotional service, for them, this time is the friend. How? Because even though sunrise and sun sets, okay, maybe even this material life is going to end, but they know they are going to attain something unique, something eternal, because they will be very happy for this material things to end, because they are already established in this devotional service. Once this end, now they will be able to continue their devotional service with the Supreme Lord eternally. So for them, time is just a friend. So that's what, in relating to our day-to-day activities, I have heard from multiple devotees, okay, they have vouched on it. That was really motivating factor too. So they say that prior to it, before they taking up to this process, they never had time to do anything. It's like they were always in short of time. But if you take up to this devotion, try it for some time. But once you take up, like morning, if you take some time and spend, say, quality time in doing devotional service, either Mangalarti or chanting or whatever it is, if you see, the time would expand, okay? The time would, you will automatically see that you will be able to accomplish more, because Krishna would have expanded the time. Because, wow, who is the time? It is Krishna. So it is at his will. So if we take up to devotional service, definitely Krishna would help us. He will not, okay, just because we took it up, Krishna would not say, okay, I am reducing something from, because you spent 1 hour of time in doing this, then in my 24 hours, I'm losing. No, it will be like that 1 hour which I have spent, that would have been multiplied. I will be able to do multiple other things in the day, which I was not able to do prior to it. Many devotees have confirmed, many devotees have vouched for it. I'm just sharing what I have heard. Even sometimes I have experienced, but it is not like, but when we are doing the devotional service, right, we have to be really focused on it. It's not like I am just chanting and then thinking about what I should cook or what I should do. I can't plan my daily schedule during that time. It should be dedicated. That's why one of the senior devotee says, how much ever we have Krishna in the foreground during our chanting process, when we are not chanting, Krishna will always be at the background. Okay, so even though, say for example, during the chanting process, I am just focusing only on that, which I'm trying, I'm not saying I'm doing, but the senior devotees suggest that, say during the chanting process, if we just focus on Krishna, we just keep Krishna as a center and primarily focus on it. After chanting, we have multiple other things to do in this material world. We have our daily life to do. What will happen is, because we put Krishna at the foreground during that process, Krishna will always be at the background. Even though we are not thinking about Krishna, Krishna will be always thinking about us, and he will do something that is only beneficial for us. Okay, so Krishna will always be at our side. So that's why they say 24 hours, how much ever, even 10 minutes, 5 minutes, how much, whatever the sadhana practice you have taken or vouched to take, during that process, please have Krishna at the foreground, so that Krishna will be at the background when we are not doing sadhana, when we are doing some material activity, so that we don't do something bad or we don't end up in something else which we shouldn't do. Okay, just thought of sharing. So here, what is Krishna saying? Krishna is saying, I am the time. Okay, Krishna is showing what is going to happen in the future. And what is Krishna saying further? Tasmat tvamuttishta yasho labasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samriddham mayaivaite nihita purvameva nimitta matram bhavasavya sachim. This is very, very important verse. It's this nimitta matram bhavasavya sachim. So what is Krishna saying? Therefore, get up and prepare to fight. After conquering your enemies, you will enjoy flourishing kingdom. Tasmatva uttishta yasho labasva. You will get fame. Tasma uttishta. Raise up, Arjuna. Jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samriddhyam. You will be able to conquer and you will be able to get the kingdom. Okay. Maya vete nihita purvameva. Because they are already put into death. Maya, me, by my arrangement. Maya vete. Nimitta matram bhava savya sachin. Oh, you, oh, savya sachin, Arjuna. Arjuna is referred as savya sachin. Can be but an instrument in the fight. Okay. Nimitta matram. You are just an instrument. So that's what we also should pray for. Just let me be the instrument. Prabhupada in multiple places would have said, right? He is just an instrument. He never takes ownership of whatever he did for this movement to bring this up. He never takes the ownership. He will say, I'm just an instrument. I'm just doing the orders, carrying out the orders of my spiritual master. So that is what the intention should be. We should think that we are just an instrument, because we are not the real doer. Like we said, there are three doers. What is our job? We can only desire, and that desire can either be fulfilled or neglected. So we can't take the accountability of doing everything of our own. What can we do? We can just be the instrument in the hand of the Supreme Lord. So that's why this verse is very important. What is Krishna saying? I have already destroyed it. I have already destroyed your opponents, Arjuna. Even if you want or you don't want, it does not matter. Anyway, they are destroyed. So Krishna is giving credibility to Arjuna. Okay, he does not like he always wants his devotees to be praised, and then he never asks for glory about himself. Krishna could come and say, oh, it's me who did that. I killed them. I did everything. Oh, everybody come and praise me. Never. If you read the entire Bhagavad Gita, never Krishna would proclaim that, do everything to me. He only asks that his devotee to carries. That's why Acharya says devotee association is very important, because Krishna will not come personally and give this Bhakti Lata Beej, the seed of devotional service. He gives only through the devotees. Okay. because Krishna does not want to be partial. Like we saw in chapter 9, Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu. Like Krishna is equal to everyone. If Krishna's come and then give, okay, you take this devotional, you take this seed, then you start practicing the devotional service. Then we will say, oh, is Krishna partial? No, Krishna is impartial. He already stated. But how does this come? It's only through the devotees. They take this into hand and they distribute it. And Krishna will do anything for the devotees. Okay, so if Krishna devotee says, oh Krishna, why don't this person take up to this process? Then please assist in some way that this person is able to get into devotional service. What they will do is they will give that credit, the sukruti. Once that credit fructifies, then they will be able to take it up this process. So they are just be the instrument in the fight. So that's what Krishna is saying. We have to also have this mentality. I am not doing it. We just want to be act another instrument of the Supreme Lord. Dronam cha bhishmam cha jayatratam cha karnam tatanyam api yodhya viran maya hatam stvam jahima vayastitham Yudyasva jetasi rane sapatnam. Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not be disturbed. Simply fight and you will vanquish your enemies in the battle. So, what is Krishna saying? What did Arjuna ask? Who are you and why are you doing this, right? So, for that, in 31, Arjuna asked, who are you? For that, Krishna is saying, I am that time. I am the Kala Rupa. And why are you doing this? To destroy everything, all the people except Pandavas. Why? This indicates even if Arjuna do not want to fight, they will die anyway. This is referenced from Kathopanishad. All Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and everyone else are devoured like a meal by the Supreme as the all-devouring giant. Okay, so it was referenced in Kathopanishad. We don't have to go and read. So Acharyas have already given some references. So what do we learn? That so everybody was entering into the mouth of Supreme Lord as if they are their meal. Krishna, I have already destroyed. Krishna, what did he say? I have already destroyed all your enemies. Become my instrument and fight and win glory. Arjuna's motivation is fulfill Lord desires. So what is Arjuna's going to do? Now he just have to fulfill Lord's desires. What's Lord's plan? Very specific in the material world. And what is a sign of intelligence? To recognize that the whole world is moving under the plan of Lord. So we have to be is nimitta matram. We have to be the instrument of the Supreme Lord. But fools' mentality is no plan behind the creation, all are accidental formation. See, intelligent person understands that everything moving, immoving, or everything is happening through the plans of Supreme Lord. But opposite to them are the fools. What they say, they think that it all came from this black thing, Big Bang theory, and they have their own conception. And they also deviate the common man. That's why they are called as Maya Praprita Jnana. Okay. So they are very dangerous. Ishopanishad says these people are very dangerous because it's not just they have a wrong understanding, but they also try to impart that wrong understanding to other people, making those people also follow into the wrong path. So they are very dangerous people. And what is Krishna saying? Nimitta matram, just become an instrument. Savyasachi means one who fights ambidextrously. Like Savyasachi was referring to Arjuna, right? What does it mean? It says, refer to Arjuna because he can fight with both hands. Okay, ambidextrous, Savyasachi. Okay, so what we will do is we will pause here and see if there are any questions and we will take the rest of the verses tomorrow. I don't want to rush through. We already started little early today. So if there are any questions or clarifications, we can discuss or we can close. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Netaji. Any questions, Mataji? I mean, I'm not able to hear.